to spread health and education awareness across India.
Heartfulness is the name of this movement,
and it has been driven by the dedication of volunteers,
support of government institutions,
and the generosity of corporate partners.
A very good evening and warm welcome again. With this beautiful video, we would like to heartily welcome you all to this very special evening here at Kanha Shanti Vanam, the world headquarters of Heartfulness Institute. Heartfulness is a non-profit organization and spiritual movement originating in India, which teaches the practice of Sahaj Marg or heartfulness meditation. It is wholeheartedly dedicated to sharing the timeless traditions of Raja Yoga and meditation with seekers around the globe free of charge. Heartfulness offers simple and secular practices of relaxation, meditation, and rejuvenation for self development to help practitioners find inner calm and stillness in an extremely fast paced world. Additionally, Heartfulness seeks to serve humanity in the areas of education, environment, and wellness. The presence of Heartfulness spans over 160 countries with over 5 million practitioners, 1,000 16,000 trainers, 5,000 centers known as hotspots, 15,000 colleges, 50,000 schools, 250 NGOs, thousands of villages, the Indian Armed Forces, and much more. Numerous books and other publications have been translated in over 20 languages in India and overseas. The contributions of heartfulness meditation in the field of spirituality and environment has earned recognition from both the Indian government and numerous organizations across India and worldwide. In April of this year, Heartfulness is commemorating the 125th birth anniversary of Pujya Babuji Maharaj, the founder of Sri Ramchandra Mission. Babuji Maharaj was an inspiring soul who dedicated his life to the service of others. His hope was to encourage a more peaceful and unified humanity through a heart centric approach. Leading up to the celebration of his birth anniversary, we are delighted to start 2024 with the launch of several new initiatives and partnerships, all of which share Babuji's vision of a peaceful and unified humanity. Today, we will launch Youth Unite Movement, the Global Heartfulness Essay event in partnership with the Commonwealth and the release of Daji's latest bestseller, Spiritual Anatomy. We will also honor the Right Honorable Patricia Scotland Casey, Commonwealth Secretary General, with the inaugural Heartfulness Changemaker Award, which is presented to an individual who has exemplified a commitment to service through compassionate action in the areas of work and is dedicated to promoting a more unified and heartful global community. We are delighted to have thousands of you here in Kanha, Shantivanam, as well as thousands watching virtually through our YouTube live stream. To kick off the launch of this evening's festivities, I heartfully welcome to the stage the Youth Unite Program Coordinator, Dr. Nivedita Shreyans.
Good evening, Pranam, dear sisters and brothers. This is a very joyous occasion today where we are celebrating the 161st birth anniversary of Sri Swami Vivekananda ji. And it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you for this joyous occasion. Daji will be joining us shortly along with all other dignitaries. Till that time, we have started and we have begun with our proceedings for the Youth Unite movement. So let's begin. As you all know, youth are the heart of the world, its hope and glory. On them lies the destiny of humanity. Youthhood is also the period of promise, transition, strength, and vulnerability. Words of Swami Vivekananda ji echo and hold true now more than ever. We need a human race with nerves of steel, muscles of iron, minds like thunderbolt, and loving hearts to preserve posterity surmount the current challenges and create a meaningful future. Commemorating 161st birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda ji, Heartfulness Institute is undertaking yet another ambitious milestone with an aim to unite hearts and empower the young minds to become inspiring catalysts towards the betterment of the society by nurturing their quest for excellence. It all began when revered Daji shared about his wish to make youth champions all over India and world who can take ahead this heartfulness movement across the globe by empowering the youth with the skills which will make them resilient and future ready. After this clarion call of our beloved Daji, there was no looking back. May it be center coordinator, may it be zonal coordinator, may it be facilitator, may it be global coordinator or any volunteer. Each and every volunteer, everybody has put their heart and lots of efforts and hard work to make this Youth Unite movement a grand success. This was undertaken under the leadership of Brother Ramesh Krishnan along with the core team of youth. At least 50 youth from every state were forming a core team who were connecting with all the universities and colleges. The result of the volunteers working relentlessly on the field has led to the more than 1,46,000 youth who had registered. It was a figure in the afternoon. By today evening, we have 1,50,000 youth who have registered for the Youth Unite movement, which is absolutely a matter of joy and pride for all of us. The youth are joining from 128 universities from India and across three continents, that is Europe, Australia, and Asia. There are celebrations going on at different locations at different parts of India and world. Some are continuing a one-day celebration, somewhere we have few weeks celebration, and somewhere we have this celebration which will continue for 1 month, where this birth anniversary and Global Youth Unite movement will be celebrated in different universities, different colleges, different centers all over India and also world. While we have participations from all states across India and all countries in the world, our predominant presence is in India, is in the state of Rajasthan, where we have got 33,348 youth who have registered for the program, followed by Andhra Pradesh, your own place, which has got 28,697 youth who have registered. Yes, I think we need a big round of applause for Andhra Pradesh. And closely at their heels is Uttar Pradesh with 28,267 youth who have registered, with Madhya Pradesh and Telangana following closely at 19,258 and 17,000 respectively. That's a huge work done by our volunteers on ground on different parts of the country. So let's please give a huge round of applause, all of us, for our volunteers in all the states who are galvanizing the youth for their participation in this unique event, and also to the youth volunteers of Heartfulness Institute who have already really worked very hard and have risen up to the occasion to give us this outstanding numbers. This 1,50,000 youth will now go through 125 hours of unique leadership training program called as LIGHT. Stands for Lead through inner guidance using heartfulness technique. Each participant will be connected with a mentor, and the entire group of participants will connect as a group on a weekly basis for meditation. This 125 hours are split into two levels, level 1 and level 2. Level 1 being common for all participants, whereas level 2 providing options for each participant to select their own course curriculum. We are offering electives like yoga, heartfulness, heartful communication, and hope, along with heartful campus modules. On successful completion of each level, the participant will be given certificates approved by Government of India. Now, who are this Government of India? They are the government authorities whom we have partnered with. We have partnered with AICT, All India Council for Technical Education, where we have signed an MOU. We have partnered with ICAR, Institution for Council of Agriculture and Research, where again we have signed the MOU, along with AIIA, which is All India Institute of Ayurveda. All these three government bodies are with us and are on board to give this certification program thumbs up from their side by certifying the students for this program. So I think, yeah, it's right. You also need to give them a big round of applause for these government bodies supporting heartfulness movement and supporting the youth by providing them their partnership as our strength. So with this, also a big round of applause to the LIGHT program curriculum development team. They have really worked hard day and night to prepare this curriculum, which will be available online. The student can log in into his login ID, and the attendance will be taken care once he starts logging in. And then there is further program where we have also connected them to a mentor who will be looking after his regular sittings and who will be in touch with him for 1 year. So this is what the Youth Unite movement is all about. It's of course a very happy occasion, such a big number registrations, and this was a clarion call which Daji had given that he wants to see youth champions, youth ambassadors leading this heartfulness movement, the leaders who can lead the world with kindness, love, compassion, and with a loving heart. So here we are presenting Youth Unite to all of you. Today, we also have a very, very special guest with us, for which I will next, the MC will, of course, present the introduction. But I must say, one of the extremely handsome man from India. He is Mr. India 2017, Mr. Dara Singh Khurana, who is here with us. We welcome him and he'll be talking to you soon. And the joyous news is that he also had represented India at Mr. Universe contest, which happened abroad. So we have with us where he is going to motivate and talk to all of you. So in some times he'll be joining us. So before that, I would request the MC to take over the next proceedings. Thank you so much, and let's stay tuned and wait for Daji to arrive along with other proceedings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nivedita Shreyans, for introducing us to Youth Unite. And as she mentioned, our initial goal was to register 1,25,000, and we are happy to announce that we have crossed 1,50,000 today, as of today. And to just commemorate the hard work, to recognize the hard work done by every volunteer on the ground, we have a very beautiful video of Youth Unite that will play now, and its commitment to supporting young leaders across the globe. So let's look at this beautiful video.
To experience an unforgettable youth festival like never before.
Join us all
On 12th January for the celebration of
the birth anniversary of Sri Swami Vivekananda ji.
to experience an amazing
Youth Unite movement.
live from Kanha, Shanti, Vanam. So let's
Arise, aspire, achieve. See you all.
हर दिन ध्यान
स्वस्थ रहेगा हिंदुस्तान.
I'm
from Punjab.
I'm from Karnataka.
I'm from Pune.
I'm from Ludhiana, Punjab.
I'm from Kanha, Shanti.
We are from Ahmedabad.
Andhra Pradesh.
I'm from Gurgaon.
We are joining the Youth Unite movement.
I'm 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 joining the Youth Unite movement. I have registered for Youth Unite.
I have registered for the Youth Unite initiative.
I'm joining the Youth Unite movement.
I'm joining the Youth Unite movement.
We're joining the Youth Unite movement.
I am joining the Youth Unite movement. Are you? I'm going to be
Youth Unite.
I have registered for the Youth Unite initiative.
I'm joining the Youth Unite movement.
I'm joining the Youth Unite movement.
We're joining the Youth Unite movement.
I am joining the Youth Unite movement. Are you?
I'm going to be at Youth Unite on 12th January in my town. Are you?
As you would have seen in this beautiful video, youth across the world are joining this live event from their centers, from their colleges, and we have almost 150,000 youth joining. Now, we have, at Heartfulness, we encourage optimizing the strengths of our mind at an early age. The Brighter Mind program, which we'll be demonstrating for you today, is a trained methodology designed to catalyze cognitive growth for children between the ages of 5 and 15 for a lifetime of learning. Using our proprietary interactive tools and techniques, each of our training programs aim at whole brain activation, where the right brain is stimulated through exercise, sound waves, and relaxation to achieve left-right equilibrium. The result is an intellectually, socially, and emotionally brighter mind. To demonstrate for all of you the benefits of Brighter Mind program, we invite the children of the Brighter Mind program to join us on stage.
Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to talk about brighter minds and show you a small demonstration. So Brighter Minds is a program typically based for children between 5 and 15. What we do over here is we try and integrate the left and the right brain and create a coordination between both these brains. If Niyati can just show you an example, you can just, all of you can try this. Just put up 2 fingers on your left hand and 2 fingers on your right hand. Your middle 2 fingers on one of the hands and your index and the middle finger on the other hand. And now you try and switch the positions of these fingers. And once you successfully do it once, you continuously try and do it. Yeah, so this is an example of left and right brain coordination. We have many other exercises like this, which enable us to do certain activities. If Niyati, you can just tie your blindfold. So I'll request a volunteer to just come in front over here. If you can just enact any kind of action, she's going to try and repeat whatever you do. Niyati, can you just come this? Yeah. Yeah, you can just. And
That she can show back to you again. Maybe a number of fingers. Like that. So one more small demonstration we will show is everyone is aware this is a Rubik's Cube and it has multiple colors. So we'll ask brother here to shuffle it as much as he likes. So now it's shuffled and each color is spread accordingly. So how do we see things? We see things with our eyes, correct? But now his eyes are shut. So we're using the touch sense to perceive color and light. There are receptors in our skin that perceive light. So the hand will go all around the cube to touch each color to create an image in our mind. So accordingly, we can solve the cube. There you go.
So now I'll ask brother again to just take any one of these cards, and Anuj will be blindfolding himself, and he'll be identifying the cards.
So red, skip.
You can just give him another card. Can you also just place 3 on his feet in the meantime? Yeah, just place them.
Green, reverse.
Now Anuj will try and identify some of the cards placed at his feet.
Blue, 1. Green, reverse. And green, 5.
Yeah, so that's about brighter minds, and typically we've seen brighter minds give a lot of benefits. A lot of us have seen different benefits, and for me personally, I've seen a huge increase in confidence. I've also seen increase in grasping power, as in the time it takes to understand and assimilate certain amount of content has decreased drastically. So it's academically helped my efficiency as well. I just asked Anuj to speak to his benefit, how it's helped him as well.
So this course is for children from the age of 5 to 15. So the two aspects at that age group is studies and sports. So as he mentioned regarding studies, I can say about sports. I've always been interested in archery and always wanted to try to do blindfold archery. So through the similar traits that you get for education, for studies, as in concentration, focus, and overall control of emotion and where you wish to focus your thoughts on. Same thing will be included in the sport archery.
So that's where it has helped, and it can help in any field the child wants. And after a certain age, when you enter work life or college, it will help you in your specific field. And these are the few basic brief benefits of Brighter Minds. Thank you.
Let's give a huge round of applause again for these Brighter Mind kids. Let's take this training to every center, every school that we have, and see the benefit of it with the kids of age 5 to 15. Now, I'm very happy and glad to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Dara Singh Khurana. Mr. Dara Singh Khurana resume is impressive. Mr. Khurana is an actor, model, radio jockey, and winner of Mr. India International 2017. Additionally, Mr. Khurana is the brand ambassador of Datri, an India-based blood stem cell donors registry. He is a goodwill ambassador of Kumar Global School and works with Rajasthan's Daughters Are Precious movement. Mr. Khurana works with UNICEF, speaking about the impact of climate change on the lives of children. In 2021, he was awarded the title Global Ambassador. Today also happens to be his birthday, and I'm very glad to warmly welcome Mr. Dara Singh Khurana to join us on stage for his remarks.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I can see very, very bright souls here. In fact, when I was backstage, I was wondering that there are no lights in this big hall. But why is this entire hall feeling so lit? And the answer is, it is the light of your beautiful souls that lights up this meditation hall. Before we start, I think let the entire area know that all these bright and beautiful souls are here at the hall today. So at the count of 3, can we all make some big noise and clap at the count of 3? Let's see what power does meditation have. 1, 2, 3. I think claps, yes, but I do not hear any sound coming in. Okay. Okay, the gentlemen are very, very active today. Thank you. Thank you for that. One more time. I mean, sound from here as well. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Now, that is the power of a peaceful heart and a peaceful mind and a blissful soul. Well, speaking about spirituality, when one speaks about spirituality, the first characteristics that comes to mind is what? The person has to be very, very calm. You don't really have to get into a rat race. You don't have to get into competition. Be satisfied with where you are. Be happy and content where you are. You know, these characteristics are completely opposite that of a leader's characteristics. Leaders fight. Leaders prepare themselves for the future, for the problems. They just don't prepare themselves, but they also prepare their own people for the rough times to come. Am I right or wrong? I don't hear. I think, am I wrong? No? Okay, thank you. Thanks for saying no. I had the similar perception a while ago, and that completely changed, and I would just like to share a small story with you. You know how systems work, right? There are different departments in the system who take care of their own different set of works. Like, you know, there'll be Department of Economics and Commerce, there'll be Department of International Relations, Department of Defense, and everybody will take care of their own areas. Now, imagine there is a department which can monitor every single thing and every single person sitting up there in their office. They actually can think what's going to happen. They actually can see what's going to happen. Who is thinking what? What are the kind of problems we are going to be facing? Life will be so much easier, right? Because we will brace to face those problems, right? Okay. Today is a very, very auspicious day. Today is a very blissful day. If I tell you that you might get a chance to visit that department for 1 hour where you could actually see what your life could be, what people think about you, what problems could you face in future, would you actually want to go there for an hour and actually see so that you are prepared? Whoever wants to go can please raise their hands. I am raising my hand for sure. I can see a lot of hands go up. Are you sure the people who are not raising hands, they do not want to go? Because the wishes are going to definitely come true today. And then you don't come back to me saying that I did not get a chance to go there. So I give you one more chance. Anybody who wants to get that 1 hour to go in that department to see what's going to happen in your future, what people think about you, how people are going to react, if your girlfriend or boyfriend is going to come back or no, or how is your wife's mood going to be and how do you want to tackle that? Please raise your hands. Okay, now I see a lot of hands go up. Okay, thank you. So there's a good news and there's a bad news. So I start with the good news. That there is a regional office of that head office within each one of you. Now the bad news. The door of that regional office is locked and you don't have the key. Now what spirituality does? Spirituality does not make you a Baba, does not ask you to grow beard and wear kurta and wear a sari and give up on your happening life. Spirituality just helps you find the way to the door and help you open it. Once your door is open, you yourself can intuit what is going to happen. You yourself can be aware of the problems that you might face in future. So you're naturally prepared for them. And you yourself are not prepared, you also prepare your people around you. You know why a person is reacting a certain way. Because you know the reason why they're reacting a certain way, you are more empathetic to them. And that is completely in line with what characteristics of a good leader are. A good leader foresees the problems. He prepares himself for the problem. He prepares people around him for the problem. He's empathetic to his people. He's supportive of his people. He's a people's person. He just doesn't walk alone. He walks with everybody. So now, change the way you look at spirituality. It is only going to help you find the path to your regional department where you can open, foresee, prepare yourself, and be a fantastic leader. You guys are leaders of today, and some of you all are very, very young leaders of tomorrow. You are absolutely in the right place, in the right hands of dear Daji. And I cannot be happier to be spending the World International Youth Day, birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, and my very own birthday with all you pure souls. I couldn't have asked for a better energy on this perfect day. So thank you so much for being here. And I bow down to everybody here who is a pure soul. Because you are on the path, you already are the chosen ones. And I bow down to you. My sincere namaste to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Huge gratitude to Mr. Dara Singh Khurana for touching all our hearts and talking to us from that space of heart. I would now like to call upon Teja, my co-host for today, for taking us further in this journey.
Good evening, everyone. Kindly give us a few minutes. We're just waiting for Daji and our esteemed guests to arrive. In the meantime, we'll just wait patiently. Thank you.
Just waiting for beloved Daji to join us. He's already here in the back office, talking to the guest who have arrived. We have so many dignitaries here. We have Honorable Retired Patricia Scotland, the General Secretary of United Commonwealth, is here. She's a very, very big personality in the field of social welfare. She's done a lot of work all over the world, especially for women's welfare, uh, education field, and many more things. So we are very lucky that she's here. The Commonwealth representatives are here to join us for the launch of Youth Unite movement, along with Dr. Tony Nader, who is a leader of Transcendental Meditation. So we are just waiting for the guests to arrive, and they are already here, and Daji is just talking to them. So we'll begin in another 2-3 minutes. Till that time, I want to appeal to all the Abhyasis, volunteers who are here, who want to register for the Youth Unite program. They can go on the link and register. Excuse me.
Our esteemed guests have arrived. Thank you. A very good evening, everyone. We welcome Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland Casey, Commonwealth Secretary General. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here with us this evening. And Dr. Tony Maharaja Rajaram, Dr. Tony Nader, leader of the Transcendental Meditation. It's an absolute privilege to have you with us here as well. And I heartfully welcome Reverend Daji, Global Guide, Heartfulness, President Sri Ramchandra Mission. We take this opportunity to also welcome this evening Indian figure and roller skater Anup Kumar Yama, who is Arjuna Award winner for 2015, and who is sitting with us in our audience today. Once again, we're delighted to have all of you joining us in today's event. The special celebration of the National Youth Day and the Year of the Youth in the Commonwealth. We extend our warmest welcomes to everyone joining us here in Kanha Shanti Vanam, as well as to everyone watching virtually through our YouTube live stream. In the presence of Daji and our esteemed guests, Her Excellency, Patricia Scotland Casey, Commonwealth Secretary General, thank you, Dr. Tony Nader, we are pleased to officially launch the Heartfulness Youth Unite movement. I would request all our dignitaries, along with the team of Youth Unite members, to kindly join us in officially launching the first edition for the academic year 2024-2025 as part of the 125th birth anniversary celebrations of Heartfulness founder, president, and guide Babaji Maharaj. Thank you so much. Over the last few weeks, meditators from Transcendental Meditation have spent time here in Kanha Shanti Vanam. During their time here, they presented peace-creating technologies of consciousness with the goal of reducing the impacts of war and conflict and to prevent them altogether. We are grateful for this continued partnership with Transcendental Meditation and their leader, Dr. Tony Nader. And we'd now like to invite Dr. Tony Nader to please come up and share his insights with us.
Namaste, pranam to all the great leaders with whom you are. Daji, with your permission, we'd like to thank you for having us. It has been an absolute pleasure. Whereas we encountered at the beginning some little chaotic organization, which has nothing to do with you, you were there always for support. As I told our assembly, you were the solution and part of what make it successful. We had 10,000 people from 139 countries, all practicing deep transcendental meditation based on the research that we have found that has a powerful effect on changing and transforming world consciousness as judged by conflicts, accidents of the roads, hospital admissions, transformations in individual well-being, and including changes in brain functioning as well as as far as the DNA and its expressions. So our scientist has also been here and has been amazingly supported by the team at Kanha Shanti, Daji's wonderful organizers, and everything has become very smooth, and the scientists are now collecting all the data. It takes a while to analyze them, and we look forward to sharing them with you. So the project has been, for us, extremely successful, thanks to your welcome and to your big hearts. And we have felt it, they have experienced it, and we look forward to coming back and being with you again, hopefully very soon. Daji's great vision is really a reflection of the great leaders of this land and all the well-wishers of humanity. And on today's beautiful celebration of Vivekananda Ji Sri Vivekananda's birthday, which also happens on the same birthday of His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, as well as the birthday of one of the grandchildren of Daji. And that is really his vision already more than 150 years or so ago. And he has given the wisdom of interfaith unity. And that was based on Vedanta, which is the acknowledgement and the knowledge that reality is all based on a field of being that transcends all surface values. When we look on the outer world, our senses show us physical elements, we measure them, we study them on a scientific basis, and we study their interactions. But science doesn't know what are these elements actually made of. Ultimately, the molecules are made out of atoms. Atoms are made out of elementary particles. Elementary particles have been found to be fluctuation in fields, like electric field, magnetic field, that have been discovered to be actually one field, the electromagnetic field. And as scientists went deeper and deeper into the reality of the physical universe, they came across something which was unexpected, and that is the quantum level of reality, where quantum mechanics has even deeper than itself what is called quantum field theory, and deeper than that, today the scientists look at what is called the unified field theory, which explains the fact that the entire universe and all of its expressions come from one field. And that field really is a mathematical reality, and it really is transcendental to physical energy, which means it's abstract. And many of the great scientists of the beginning of the last century who started discussing this, they said it must be a field of consciousness, a field of mind, rather than a field of physical reality. And that is what Vedanta speaks about. It speaks about that field that is an unbounded field of consciousness that actually manifests into different aspects of reality. So our human consciousness is not a secondary emergent aspect of manifestation. It's actually primary, and it appears in different layers of existence, which means consciousness is all there is, and consciousness is at all levels, in different levels of its expressions, from the most meager, simple level of expressions, even in organic and non-organic material, and growing into higher consciousness in plants. And we see this so beautifully enlivened and lively in the fields of Kanha Shanti through the patronage and loving care of Daji, where you feel that the plants are alive, that are having their own consciousness. It is not a human consciousness, it's different. So if we try to say that the plant has a mind like a human being which feels and senses the past, the present, the future, and decides and suffers in the same ways as we do, then we cannot understand that the plants have consciousness. But we have to accept that consciousness is on a range, and that range can be very simple and can grow with enlightenment, with greater wisdom, and humans reaching a higher value and a higher understanding. So the field of consciousness is all-encompassing field. That is Vivekananda's teaching from the Vedic tradition. And that has been His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's teaching as he taught us in the West that the ultimate reality is an unbounded field of being. Now, if reality is not a material, physical thing, then the answer to the problems that we have must be somewhere in what reality is, rather than somewhere what reality is not. And that is the beauty of the spiritual aspect of what this great land of the Veda, this great land of Bharat, offers to the world. It offers solutions from the true field of life rather than from the imaginary surface field, which has its own aspects of manifestation, its own aspects of consciousness itself, but they are like the waves in the ocean. And working with the waves, you have a limited ability to recognize that different waves are unified. They look different. If you can see only the different waves of the ocean on the surface, they look like something different. One wave, the other wave, this has this shape, this has that shape. But if you realize that the waves are the ocean, and if you are able to act from the ocean level, then you can create much more powerful effects on the surface as well as in the depths. And so what we celebrate today, we celebrate Maharishi, Vivekananda, we celebrate you, Heartfulness, Daji, and all the great leaders of the world who are looking to present something that is most fundamental. Daji, I know, likes to go beyond that to the shunya value, the nothingness, and that is the nothingness that differences are not a threat to unity. It depends on where our attention goes, where our consciousness goes. Does it go to the level of differences, or does it acknowledge the field? Does the tree fight in its flowers with its branches and its leaves because they are different? Or they all take nourishment from the field and enjoy how the sap get transformed into a fully blossoming tree with branches and stems and flowers and trees and fruits that are different on the surface value, but they see themselves as one on the essential level of being. And I think this is how and why we are so close to your mission, so close to you, looking forward to be hand in hand in promoting that unity that not only transcends differences, but nourishes them, so that differences can be beautiful. If you have a garden with so many beautiful, colorful flowers, it's much more interesting than everything boring. And I was having the chance to discuss a part of this with Her Excellency, the General Secretary of the Commonwealth at lunch, and we touched on these points, and we felt so much in tune with that. And therefore, we have to work on two things. We have to work on the field, make the field safe and sure and stable. And Daji is a great expert also in the real fields of the trees and the flowers and the real fields of life. And then we have to also nourish and plant the right seeds and enjoy the surface value as they appear. So no matter what people are experiencing, whatever their profession, their belief, their background, they can feel nourished and they can understand that life is lived on the level of consciousness. And the other activities are practically for entertainment. So what is most important is not what you do on a day-to-day basis, is what you are on a day-to-day basis. What is your being? How do you do it? How do you experience what you experience? And we have technologies from the ancient Vedic knowledge, and Her Excellency the Secretary General calls it indigenous habits and indigenous practices. And I don't want to take her talk from her, though. So I'll stop here and express my gratitude to you, our infinite gratitude from the 11,000 people who have been protected, embraced, and nurtured in your grounds, in your presence, and by your wonderful people. And look forward that together we can expand the unity and live the life of interface, interunity that Vedanta speaks about, that Vivekananda has highlighted, and that Maharishi has suggested that we study it in a scientific way. And with the 70 years of scientific research, we have now a solid understanding of the nature of life and what really makes a difference for life to be lived in happiness and for life to work for everyone. Thank you again.
Thank you, Dr. Nader, for your invaluable insights. We are so glad to have you and the entire delegation from the Transcendental Meditation visiting us. Two themes many of you may have noticed throughout today are service and unity. Through our offerings of meditation and yoga, our focus on environmental, wellness, and educational initiatives, and our wish to bring people together through these initiatives, Heartfulness is committed to these two themes. We are grateful for opportunities not just to partner with organizations of similar values, but also to acknowledge and celebrate leaders in these fields that are making real change happen. Today, Heartfulness Institute is delighted to present the inaugural Heartfulness Changemaker Award to the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland, KC Commonwealth Secretary General. The Heartfulness Changemaker Award is presented to an individual who has exemplified a commitment to service through compassionate action in their areas of work and is dedicated to promoting a more unified and heartful global community. Her Excellency was born in the Commonwealth. Yes, please. Her Excellency was born in the Commonwealth of Dominica. She is the 10th of 12 children and grew up in London. She completed her Bachelor's of Law with honors at London University at the age of 20 and was called to the bar at Middle Temple at the age of 21. Her career has been marked by achieving a number of extraordinary firsts, not least of which was to be the first woman in the more than 700-year history of the office to serve as Her Majesty's Attorney General for England and Wales and for Northern Ireland. As the only woman to have been appointed Secretary General of Commonwealth, she is placing special emphasis on mobilizing the 56 nations of the Commonwealth to tackle climate change, including its disproportionate impact on women and through women's enterprise to build the resilience of smaller or more vulnerable countries. Eliminating domestic violence and violence against women and girls is another area of focus for her. We request all of you at this time to kindly turn your attention to the screens to watch this short video on the Commonwealth and the Secretary General's work, please.
The Commonwealth Secretariat is proud to share the progress made in key areas that affect the lives of over 2.5 billion people across our 56 member countries. The Commonwealth Heads of Government Meeting, or CHOGM 2022, was a historic event where Commonwealth leaders gathered in Kigali, Rwanda to reaffirm their shared values and chart a course for a brighter future. The outcomes of this meeting have set the stage for transformative change in the Commonwealth. At CHOGM 2022, heads of government designated the year 2023 as the Year of Youth. And with 1.5 billion young people in the Commonwealth, youth empowerment remains a top priority. Initiatives to celebrate the Year of Youth are in full swing, celebrating our young people and creating opportunities for the next generation. The Commonwealth Secretariat has been resolute in its commitment to building resilient health systems and tackling non-communicable diseases. We are honored to have begun collaborations with organizations such as the Lancet Oncology on initiatives like the Cancer in the Commonwealth Lancet Commission. Education is a cornerstone of development, and the Secretariat is dedicated to ensuring more inclusive and resilient education systems. Initiatives like the Commonwealth Education Action Group and the Commonwealth Accelerated Development for Education Mechanism have been working to demonstrate our commitment to fostering quality education for all. Gender equality is at the core of the Commonwealth's mission. In 2023, Commonwealth Women's Affairs Ministers united to endorse a groundbreaking roadmap for accelerating gender equality, marking a pivotal stride towards achieving true gender parity. Under this roadmap, ministers have committed to strengthening our efforts to combat inequality in key Commonwealth priority areas. These commitments encompass empowering women in climate finance, bolstering support for women with disabilities, expanding economic opportunities for women, promoting their representation in decision-making, and intensifying efforts to protect women from gender-based violence. Working to support and champion small states remains a core focus of the Secretariat, recognizing distinctive challenges faced by small states. Our work includes initiatives such as promoting sustainable tourism, bolstering debt transparency and data quality, utilizing tools like the Commonwealth Meridian, and working with partners to champion the Universal Vulnerability Index. Additionally, we provide essential support through our virtual Center for Small States. As ever, democracy, governance, and human rights are our core values. Since CHOGM, the Secretariat has seen successful Commonwealth election observation groups in Kenya, Lesotho, and Dominica, ensuring transparent, credible, and fair elections. Over 500 officers in Mauritius and the Pacific trained and equipped to uphold the highest human rights principles and practices. An impressive 80% reduction in civil court backlog, which was achieved in Belize through the strategic deployment of 4 judges. And our work and commitment remain constant, with ongoing work such as convening anti-corruption leaders from across Africa in Rwanda and Mauritius to fight corruption, endorsing Commonwealth principles on freedom of expression and the role of media, championing media freedom and good governance. Our work on environment and climate initiatives is also a core priority and vital to Commonwealth member countries as they grapple with the impacts of climate change. Through initiatives such as the Commonwealth Climate Finance Access Hub, the Living Lands Charter, and the Blue Charter, as well as the Their Future Our Action project, we are continuing to actively partner with member states to advance climate resilience and sustainable energy transition. The Commonwealth Secretariat has been working tirelessly before and since CHOGM 2022 to progress the aims, ambitions, and objectives of Commonwealth member states. The Secretariat continues in its mission to work with member states to shape a Commonwealth that is more inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. Together, as we continue on our journey, we are ever mindful of our shared aspirations, but also our mandate to serve Commonwealth member states and the people of the Commonwealth. We eagerly anticipate the opportunities that await us at CHOGM 2024.
This was truly inspirational to watch, and it is an honor for Heartfulness Institute to present Her Excellency with this Heartfulness Changemaker Award. We request Her Excellency to please join us along with Daji and Dr. Nader, who will be presenting Her Excellency with this award. We would now like to invite Her Excellency to deliver the keynote address.
Daji, guests, the first thing I'd like to say, if I may, is a heartfelt thank you. This is an extraordinary moment for me, because the Commonwealth of 56 nations and 2.5 billion people have been at my heart almost from the moment of my birth, because I was born in the small island state, as you've heard, of Dominica, which has only 72,000 of the 2.5 billion people. And so it is said if you have one Dominican with you, you have a very large percentage of my population. So distinguished guests, students, young people, ladies and gentlemen, my heartfelt greetings to you all. It is such an honor to be with you at this magnificent Kanha, Shanti, Vanam today. I have had the privilege of immersing myself in the serenity of the ashram, surrounded by the tranquility of the trees and the wisdom of the sacred scriptures. It's been a profound experience, fostering a sense of unity with nature, myself, and everyone present. Vision, ingenuity, and labor has transformed what was once harsh and depleted lands into a lush green campus with rainforests full of endemic and endangered species, all thriving, medicinal and edible plants, organic farms. This site has become a testament to harmony with nature, a testament to hope. My stroll through the Yatra garden was a truly uplifting experience, a haven for silent contemplation and self-reflection. Every step I have taken since I have been here has been an encounter with tranquility and renewal. I think each of us can sense that tranquility even at this moment, the sense of peace, the sense of hope. But I think what we are all feeling is a sense of being loved, being valued, and mattering. And Daji, you have created that. And that in itself is a huge blessing, because this place is a physical representation of the heartfulness you have been practicing and sharing for so many years. And as we gather here today on Swami's birthday, and just a few weeks before Babaji's 125th birthday, and actually it's also the birthday of one of our colleagues up here, the modern, young, vibrant, stylish Commonwealth. And I think it's a fitting monument to their lasting legacies. Indeed, the imprint of Babaji's life of humble service, devotion, and love is unmistakable. His profound impact reverberates through these tranquil corridors and echoes in the demeanor of everyone present here. I've seen it in the gentleness with which I have been looked after, from the top of my head to literally the bottom of my toes. And my gratitude goes to Kanha and to Daji for this enriching experience. And I'm so grateful for the invitation and the warm hospitality you have graciously extended to me and to my team. Daji, as the guiding force behind heartfulness, you embody wisdom, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to the spiritual well-being of humanity. Your leadership has nurtured the growth of heartfulness, and in doing so, you have touched the lives of countless people across the globe. Heartfulness has expanded its reach to cover over 160 countries, engaging more than 5 million practitioners, with the dedicated support of 16,000 volunteer trainers. And Heartfulness operates in over 5,000 centers worldwide, including a network of more than 280 retreat centers, of which this is just one. And the impact extends far and wide, touching over 5,000 companies, resonating in over 10,000 colleges, nurturing hearts and minds in over 50,000 schools, and collaborating with more than 250 non-governmental organizations. And this extensive outreach touches the lives of over 100,000 villages globally. Heartfulness has become a global force for inner transformation, creating ripples which transcend continents and cultures, sowing the seeds of mindfulness, compassion, and spiritual well-being across the world. Your teachings resonate deeply, offering a pathway to peace and self-discovery. And the most wonderful part of this is that you leave no one behind. Every culture, every religion, every people. As I walked through the Garden of Peace, I saw Jesus standing at the center. But I saw all the other great faiths too. And that gave me a sense of wonder, appreciation, because it reflects what we in the Commonwealth believe, that all of us are one. And that if I am without suffering and my brother or my sister suffers, then I suffer too, no matter where that person may be, because each of us in this world are intimately connected to the other. And the manifestation of that truth present in a physical form here in this garden, in this place, is a beacon for all of us, and it gives hope. And your approach, Daji, to meditation and spirituality is both profound and accessible, guiding seekers on a journey towards a harmonious existence. And this vision has cultivated a heartfulness, community centered around love, unity, and mindfulness, offering solace and spiritual nourishment to seekers from diverse backgrounds in an increasingly chaotic world. Your unwavering commitment to service, coupled with profound understanding of the human heart, creates a legacy of grace, humility, inspiration, and boundless compassion. So to be with you all here on India's National Youth Day, joined in person and online by so many thousands of young people, and to receive this Changemakers Award is a moment that I will always treasure. In our lives, we all try to create and send out our own positive ripples of change. But I am not only here because of the ripples I have created. I am here as a representative of the ripples which millions of people across our Commonwealth and our world have sent out. And I have been enhanced and enriched, enabled and inspired by those ripples which have been created by people like you here today. And those ripples have built a current which can sweep down even the mightiest walls of resistance. We make change together. We make progress together. It is you, the young people of India, the young people of our Commonwealth, the young people of the world, who constantly inspire me. And it is you who inspired every head of government in the Commonwealth to declare Commonwealth Year of Youth. I could stand here today and talk through all the incredible initiatives which are taking place to celebrate the Year of Youth across the 56 nations of the Commonwealth. But we would be here all day. So I'm really glad they produced a video, so I didn't have to do it. The important thing to say is why the Year of the Youth is so vital. The answer lies in the values which guide us, the reality of the world around us, and a central fact which is inescapable. The future success of Commonwealth rests with the engagement, creativity, and genius of our 1.5 billion young people, as do humanity's collective prospects for advancing sustainable development, equality, and democracy, understanding, tolerance, and peace. Again and again, Commonwealth leaders have committed to investing in and promoting youth development, particularly through the creation of opportunities for youth employment and entrepreneurship. This spirit and this commitment lies at the heart of our Year of Youth, and it has become one of our flagship efforts to recognize, celebrate, and amplify the voices of the young people who, from the vibrant core of the Commonwealth family, really bring it to life. Our Commonwealth is special. You, the young people of India, are a special part of it. And I am so grateful that heartfulness has joined governments, institutions, and citizens of all levels in celebrating our Year of the Youth. But I'm so grateful that all of those around the Commonwealth and all our friends in every other country can join us too. Because your effort and theirs, and your efforts here, are contributing to a shift in our collective mindset, recognizing that young people are not just beneficiaries of our efforts, they are active agents of change, partners in development, and leaders of today, not just leaders of tomorrow. And acknowledging that the energy, creativity, and determination of our youth are the driving forces behind our collective progress. The dreams, aspirations, and actions of young people have the power to transform our countries and our world. Here, this comes alive in the Brighter Minds program, which helps children unlock the unlimited potential of their minds. They tried the Brighter Minds program on me. I think I'm simply too old, but I'm really going to try. Because the Heartfulness Learning Center offers students the unique experience of attending school on a campus committed to sustainability and who routinely showcase their understanding of and their passion for protecting our unique and only planet. And the U Connect program equips university students with essential life skills to transition successfully through each phase of their personal and professional careers. And I was privileged to meet two of those students, and they absolutely blew my mind. They, even with a blindfold, they were able to tell me what I was writing, what I was saying, and what I was doing. It was inspiring, but I have to tell you, it was also just a little bit scary. But they were magnificent. The focus, the vision, the commitment was quite extraordinary. So everything you do here embodies our shared vision that inclusive and quality education is both a fundamental right and a powerful tool for empowerment, development, and the realization of everybody's potential. And it is a living example that good education does not simply develop academic skills, it develops and instills essential values of tolerance, respect, solidarity, and inclusivity, and global citizenship. These values are essential guides in today's world, and they underpin our Commonwealth. Together, our Commonwealth family of 2.5 billion people, 1/3 of humanity, as I said earlier, 60% of whom are under the age of 30, and our 56 countries stretched across 5 continents and all the great basins of our one shared ocean. And we have some of the world's largest countries and economies, and some of the very smallest, the most vulnerable. We have 33 small states and 25 small island developing states. And we have some of the most vibrant, powerful cities in the world, and some of the most remote indigenous communities. Our diversity is the source of constant inspiration and awe, and our almost limitless potential to be a force for good in the world demands our highest ambition. Because in our Commonwealth, everyone is equal. We are bound together by a unique blend of shared history, shared values, shared interests, and shared action. And it's a powerful combination which implores us to unite and to be bold. This unity gives us strength and confidence at a time when the world feels uncertain. And this boldness gives us power in a world faced with the serious challenges of climate change, of conflict, of poverty, hunger, and economic strife. At a time when many people feel as though the world is fracturing, the Commonwealth stands together and shines as a beacon within the international community. This is the Commonwealth of 2024, which you are all part of, which is committed to serving you, and which you will lead into the future. And this is, I believe, a pivotal moment, a blessed moment. Throughout my life as a barrister, as a judge, as a government minister, and now as Secretary General of the Commonwealth, I have never seen a time such as this. One of the most complex and difficult periods of our history. And the complexity, gravity, and linkages between the economic, environmental, security challenges we face is unprecedented. At the same time, the pace and scale of the technological revolution which is unfolding outstrips anything we have seen in human history. So these dramatic shifts are shaping our inheritance. The reality of the world today is more connected, yet more complex and challenged than ever before. And it insists that we are dependent on each other. And it is you, the brilliant young people who are prepared to stand up, who give us all hope for a better future. This is your time. You are the ones who will have to stand with us in the gap. And you have the will. You have the skill. I now know you have been taught well. And your place in the Commonwealth and your place is bound by shared history, shared values, shared advantages and interests, and it gives you the most wonderful platform. And when I look around this magnificent place in which we are gathered today and think about all those who have joined us online, I'm convinced that we are more than equal to the challenges we face. We are relying on your courage, your heart, your thirst for progress, a thirst which will continue to enrich the Commonwealth and which will prove beyond all doubt that our best days lie ahead. Swami Vivekananda said, "I believe in yourself, and the world will be at your feet. Believe in yourself." His teachings on tolerance, inclusivity, and the universality of all religions continues to resonate as loudly today as they ever have, as we all continue to strive for a more harmonious and understanding world. His call for fearlessness, strength, and the pursuit of knowledge echoes through the ages, and his vision of youth as the vanguard of change inspires the Commonwealth to place our trust in young people, to build the compassionate, understanding, innovative, prosperous, and equitable world we all want to see. As Secretary General, accepting this award with humility and gratitude, I say today that I believe in you. My faith in you is unshakable, and my determination to support you will never be diminished. You are the future now. So I pray God that He will bless you. And I pray God that He will enable you to make the most of it. So God bless you, God keep you, and make his face shine upon you for all your lives. And I thank you.
We thank Her Excellency for her loving words of guidance and inspiration, and we're truly honored, ma'am. Today, we're also excited about the ceremonial launch of our annual Global Heartfulness Essay event in partnership with the Commonwealth. The Global Heartfulness Essay event, which has been held every year since 1993, is aimed at sensitizing young people to core human values through the process of introspection and reflection. The event has undergone many transformations in its format in its 30-year history, from starting as an India-only event and offering just 2 language options to now glowing global, and attracting participation in 15 languages. From 2005 to 2022, this event was organized in partnership with the United Nations Information Center for India and Bhutan. In 2021, UNESCO and GIEP was a partner who helped expand the essay event from just India to an international level, with participants from 74 countries, 22 of which were Commonwealth countries. And it is an absolute proud moment as we are thrilled to have the Commonwealth as our partner this year. This year's theme for the Global Essay event is Compassionate Action, Creating a More Unified Humanity. The essay event is open to youth ages 14 to 25. We welcome all young friends to share their ideas and their vision for a unified humanity through their essays. We invite all Commonwealth countries to participate in this year's event. The event will formally launch on the 1st of April. Please keep an eye on your Heartfulness and Commonwealth social media channels for registration and additional information. We now respectfully invite Reverend Daji and all our respected guests to symbolically launch the Heartfulness Global Essay Event 2024 as part of the 125th birth anniversary celebration of Pujya Shri Babuji Maharaj. Thank you. We have one of the special highlights of the evening now, which is the unveiling of the book cover of Reverend Daji's latest magnum opus, The Spiritual Anatomy, for which we would like to invite Dr. Nivedita Shreyans on stage for the unveiling ceremony of the new cover of Spiritual Anatomy.
Yes, and still we have many more good news is coming in here, as we are very delighted to share with you about the launch of brand new Indian edition of Daji's magnum opus, The Spiritual Anatomy. A big round of applause for this wonderful launch. He has distilled his entire wisdom and his journey through this 16 chakras. It has already been launched in USA, but a special Indian edition has been prepared by HarperCollins to release it on 25th January 2024 in US. The pre-order link is displayed here. The cover is being revealed on this auspicious day today, on the occasion of 161st birth anniversary of Sri Swami Vivekananda. So here we are unveiling the cover page of the book, The Spiritual Anatomy, on this auspicious occasion. Congratulations, Daji. Can we have the link displayed on the screen from where they can pre-order their copies? The Spiritual Anatomy, it's displayed on the screen. You can order these books from this link. May I request Teja to kindly take over the proceedings?
West will have Mr. Darsing Khurana share a few words with us just now.
Hello again. I've been poured with so much love that I've got to come in front of the mic again. So thank you once again for having me here. Firstly, extremely thrilled to be sharing the dais with the legendary Daji, the very soulful Daji. And I think I'm going to definitely fall short of words as I watched the introduction video of Her Excellency. And the work that you are doing is so commendable. I think, I was actually confused. Was that the work done in like a couple of lifetimes, or was that just this particular lifetime? I mean, how much can one do in one lifetime? Like, seriously, I need to buck up. And Dr. Nader, I think what you've been doing, I've also read about you. You've been doing commendable work, bringing people together, introducing them to the path. That's the most important thing. They say that if you're on the path, you're already the chosen one. And your work here is to figure out who the chosen one is and bring them to the path. So that's commendable. Thank you so much for your contribution. Like I said, Daji wasn't on the stage. The guests weren't on the stage when I spoke before earlier. I would only like to recap that a little and probably take Daji's approval on that. I was speaking about leadership. When we speak about a leader and we speak about a spiritual person, the perception of both does not match. A perception of spirituality is calmness. It is being satisfied with what you have, not fighting for what you do not have, not being a part of the rat race, being very happy and content. Okay, I have this. I'm very happy. Why do I need to grow? It's all right. God has given me enough. But on the other hand, leadership is completely different. It says, fight for it. Fight for yourself. Fight for people. Train your people. Empathize with people. Lead the people. And I think the perfect balance here is opening your inner door to your inner self. Spirituality introduces you to yourself. A lot of times we have so much within us, so much that we've been carrying from our past lives, but we're not aware about it. Spirituality introduces us to our own souls. And once We have the answer from within. Spirituality never wants you to be dependent on anybody else. It wants you to be a leader of your own life. It wants you to understand your own self, empathize with your own self, and when you fall in love with yourself and you understand yourself, you stop finding problems in others, is what I've understood in life. And once you stop finding problems in others, you are the happiest. When you are the happiest, you can only spread happiness around yourself. So I think you're all in the right place, in the right hand of the right master, who is spiritual yet modern, who is a perfect example of a leader because he did not settle for less. He did not say, I have a meditation center, so that's enough. He wanted to create something world-class that people can look up to. He is a visionary, and I bow down to you. Thank you so much. I cannot be thankful enough for having me here, spend my special day with all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your words on leadership and finding the path within to connect with the source. And that's exactly what the spiritual anatomy is about. So we'll just have a quick video on that.
It's very timely, this book, because spiritual anatomy is not only the software, but the coding of the universe.
I invite you on a journey through the pages of this book, Spiritual Anatomy. This book is not merely a collection of words, it is a map. It's a map for the voyage within your consciousness. The best gift you can give to the universe is the gift of your transformed self. Hope you enjoy the book.
We would now like to invite beloved Daji to address all of us.
Namaste, everyone. Very heartfelt warm welcome to our Honorable Secretary General of Commonwealth, Patricia Scotland. I thank you for coming. She's visiting us all the way from United Kingdom. I'm delighted at this opportunity to honor Secretary General Scotland, the very welcoming this Heartfulness Award, she being a change maker in this world. I'm also delighted that Dr. Tony Nader Maharaja, Transcendental Meditation, and all the participants from TM with whom we interacted very deeply. We all share a common vision for a peaceful world. And our very dynamic, enthusiastic Dara Singh, he brings joys to our hearts. And everybody wish him a happy birthday and pray that he shines like a glowing star in the sky with a long life and a happy family. Well, you have all seen so many events are going to happen. What strikes me the most in today's discussions, deliveries by our esteemed guests, it's all about unity, unity, and unity. And that cannot happen unless and until there is harmony. Harmony is not possible without contemplative minds. Peace. Peace is the product of contemplative mind. Contemplative mind is a product of focused mind. Focused mind is the product of meditative mind. And hence we highly recommend meditation so that you can focus it properly, become more contemplative, become more harmonious, bring about more peace within yourself. As Dara Singh very beautifully put, spirituality is all about looking at yourself. Begins with us. We are the makers of our own destiny. You cannot blame anyone else, including God. Many youngsters, they do ask me, I'll take up only this topic just now. Fundamental question they ask, Raji, what is the purpose of life? Why am I here? Where am I going? So I generally tell them, you're already here, why bother with it? Why do you want to find out who sent you here? Many people, they ask, oh, when am I going to get liberation? I say, why are you worried about liberation? Often people, they say, oh, I don't want to be born again. Let's make this planet, our Mother Earth, heavenly place. Heavenly place in such a way that people stop craving for other heavens after death. We have to make this place as heaven. We have to work together to create a heavenly place where there is harmony and love. These are, as I said, a product of meditative minds. Per contra, you compare how merely half a dozen terrorists can put the world on a blaze. How few individuals can destroy the peace of the world. If merely half a dozen people can create so much of ruckus, imagine 1.5 billion youth in this Commonwealth can do. We don't even need 1.5 billion people to make a change. Let's begin with merely 100,000. Every nook and corner can become better than what Kanha is. We need support. All alone by ourselves, we are willing to work. My request to our distinguished guest, Her Excellency, Secretary General of Commonwealth, who is promising that she would open the doors for our youngsters, doors that will be conducive for them to express their talents, their interests, their will, so that the world can be changed, world can be transformed. World cannot be transformed, world cannot have universal peace unless I, at an individual level, is transformed. At an individual level, I must become peaceful before the world can be made into absolute harmony and peace. So we begin our journey at home, begin with our hearts. Swami Vivekananda's bold statements, he simplifies everything in few sentences, few words. When he was asked the purpose of life. So I repeat the same words to our youth, the purpose of life is very simple. It's all about consciousness. He would say, we all have some level of consciousness. You have some level, she had some level, somebody else has a different level, but we all have some level. Tragically, it's merely a fine film of consciousness. Imagine a thin film of consciousness which is sandwiched between two giant oceans, one that of superconsciousness and one that of subconsciousness. This thin film needs to be expanded into superconscious and into subconscious. Only then you can have broad-brained exchange within yourself. Many people, they say how to soar higher into superconscious state and how to dive deeper into your subconscious. Is it possible? At will, I boldly say yes, it is possible. Millions of people who have meditated are witness to how there are moments during meditation where you touch that superconscious state. There are times during rejuvenation sessions, in cleaning, where we dive deeper into our subconscious state. So we have the answers on how to create this broadband. You know how this 1G, 2G, 3G works. Youth are familiar with it. 5G is even faster, many thousand times faster than 1G. And 1G is much more faster than the analog we used to have. Remember that modem, ta 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 ta, and if somebody's phone comes, it cuts off. Our consciousness also gets cut off when we are distracted by things here and there. So we have to focus our minds through meditation. It is through meditation and meditation alone that we can have this broadband of consciousness. And what do you do with this broadband of consciousness? This year's essay's theme is compassion, action. Gandhian philosophy is very limited. Compassion is greater than non-violence. In non-violence, you don't hurt others. But that's not good enough. We have to become compassionate. We have to become kind. But is it good enough? It's not good enough, because this compassion must become dynamic. It must become full of action. I may sympathize with someone. I may hear that so-and-so is suffering, and your heart melts with compassion. That's not enough. I got to do something about it. What is consciousness? Consciousness is very simple. It's the degree of awareness. By that it also means degree of unawareness. Stones, they have consciousness, but they're unaware. You are also Brahman, but you are unaware. This war is going on, raging war, Hamas versus Israel. We all perceive what's going on there. We feel what's going on there, the pain on both sides. And people take sides depending upon their conditioning and prejudice. And based on that prejudice, they favor one or the other. We have to remove this prejudice through the cleaning of the heart. Make your heart neutral, absolutely clean and clear, simple and pure. And see the reality. And when you see things from reality of things, then you'll have the right perspective of things. Can you change the world? Are you able to interact with your family members and try to change their mindset? Think of husband and wife. Are you able to influence your spouse as effectively? Now you're dreaming of changing Hamas into peaceful warriors or Israel into peaceful nation. Is it possible? We can only pray. We can meditate and pray that may there be peace. But before that, I must experience it myself. Unless I have $1,000,000, how am I going to distribute even 100 rupees to somebody? I must earn first before I can distribute at will. Meditation teaches us not just to close our eyes and sit quietly, but to become meditative. Meditative means whose conscience is so elevated that he dare not think adversely of anyone. You become absolutely impotent about hurting anyone, even by thought. That is the beauty of meditation. When you face yourself, when you close your eyes and look at yourself, and if perchance a bad thought comes, you'll be ashamed of yourself. You say, how ugly I am. Well, anyway, I will not go on talking. This has been a great, great, great evening. Let's fulfill our purpose, not after death, but in this lifetime itself. You may not be able to make the earth as heaven, at least make your life heavenly, make your family as if they're part of this heaven. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Taji. Please now prepare yourselves for a meditation with Taji. Please silence your mobile phones. Actually, please switch off your mobile phones. Not just vibrate or silent, but please switch them completely off. Please start meditation. That's all. On behalf of the Heartfulness Institute, we thank all our respected guests for their gracious presence with us this evening. Thank you all for joining, and we also thank all the viewers that have joined us from across the globe. Let us all work together with a prayerful intention to bring Swami Vivekananda's vision to reality. Thank you.